Whoa, sorry. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel on YouTube. My name is Dean. I have a very interesting subject for you today. Hey, no. No. Hey. Stop. Not now. I'm doing something. Sorry, just one second. It's like they know. They know I'm talking about it, so I have to. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Okay, just give me. I'll get to it. Okay, let me do an intro. I'm gonna. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. All day, and all yesterday, and all week, all month. You know what? All year, actually. The topic I've brought with me today, I'm sure you could already imagine what it is. I'm gonna be talking about Nostalgiacore and Dreamcore, and maybe a little bit of Kidcore, Traumacore, and just liminal spaces in general, and how they are sweeping the For You page of TikTok. Well, at least mine. After seeing one of them, I felt a feeling that I hadn't felt in quite a while, and obviously that feeling was nostalgia, and it was the familiarity with what was in these photographs, and also it was confusion and discomfort, but I wanted more. I was just so interested in the feeling because I was like, what is that? Like, what am I feeling? It's like happiness and sadness. It's like at the end of the movie Inside Out when they create a happy and a sad memory together. Some of the photos look like they're happy times. You know, there's photos of birthday parties, arcades, ball pits, McDonald's play places, swimming pools. Looks can be deceiving, and that's the thing, is like, I have so many great memories of things that took place in these places. That's why I feel it, like, right here. I remember feeling a lot of different emotions for the first time at those places. I have so many memories of crying at a swimming pool, because I still can't swim to this day. I have so many memories of being a child and not having fun at another child's birthday party, and that still happens today too. So this video is me exploring why I'm so drawn to these and why I can't look away. I like the fear, because it trips my memory, and your memory can help you through a lot of things. It can also kind of be your worst enemy, but I always trust in it, and that's what I'm here to explore today. I always put a lot of trust into my memory because I use it so much, and I'd like to think I have a good memory. So I really wanted to explore why these images do this for me. A lot of these images I've even seen in my dreams before. Obviously the first feeling I felt is like, oh, this brings back memories. And memories are so important, you know, we hold them in our heart. I even know when I take photographs with either my Polaroid camera or my disposable camera, I put a lot more effort and thought into what I'm documenting because I know I'll be able to physically hold it and have that memory. It's pretty incredible to grow as a person and realize what senses can trigger a memory. Whether it's a sound, a smell, it always stops us dead in our tracks. And that's what's pretty amazing about being a human being, but also, like everything, there are some downsides to it. When I was a child, I had a really active imagination, and I still do to this day. I used to imagine myself in places and in situations that were like highly unlikely. Actually, speak of the devil, I found this TikTok where this guy claims he found the room that we have all been in at one time or another in all of our dreams, and I saw it and I was like, you nailed it, buddy. I'm well acquainted with that room. Check it out. Sorry, I can't use any of this music. I used to have dreams of being inside of my school late at night after everyone had gone and the whole town was sleeping. I have a lot of dreams still to this day that take place at public swimming pools because that's where a lot of my worst fears happened, because I never passed swimming lessons. I was terrified of the deep end. I was terrified of being neglected by the swim instructor. It was just a scary place. You ever seen an indoor community center pool at night? Blech. Yeah, I always have dreams that take place there because those feelings of zero excitement and having disappointment come from my parents for not being able to accomplish something as simple as swimming. I know it's not easy for everybody, but like, well, Jesus, Dean, now we're gonna have to turn down another pool party invitation because I don't think the parents want to deal with the kid who's just not gonna swim. Having reoccurring dreams is even something that I'm very used to, and I know that's a bad sign for something. But don't worry, I have a trusty book that my friend Jenna gave me that explains all the dreams that I have, and I do flip through it quite often because I have some pretty wacko dreams. I hope other people have crazy dreams too, because every time I wake up from a crazy dream, it's almost like embarrassing. I'm almost like, holy shit, every time I have that feeling of like, oh, thank God no one saw that. I still have a reoccurring dream of being in a house that I've never been in before, and I'm calling for my mom, and I can hear her calling my name back, but no matter how top to bottom I search the house, I cannot find her. It shivers my spine pretty good. Even into my young adult years, dreams play a big part in everything I do, because I have dreams often where my teeth fall out, and I have a lot of dreams where my jaw is disconnected. And what both of those things mean is, like, when your jaw is like unhinged, it means it means that you regret something that you've said in the past, which, yeah, right here, every day pretty much. And when your teeth fall out, that means you're worried about money and your finances. And sure, that's kind of sad, but I've talked to a lot of people about it, and they have those dreams often too, but like, it's about once a week for me. Like, I really do pay attention to what is in my dreams. I'm gonna say 90% of the dreams that I have take place in a place that I've been before. Whether it's any of the houses that I grew up in, or maybe like an old school that I went to, a place I'm familiar with. All these dreams are okay to me because I'm familiar with where I am in the dream. I'm like, oh, I know this like the back of my hand. It's the people and things that happen in them that are weird. One time I was having a dream and it was about to turn bad, you know when you know, and I just walked out the front door of like my dad's old house, and it stopped being scary. And in my dream I walked, opened the door, and then left, and all the scary stuff was behind me, and it didn't follow me outside. And that was it. I did that. I turned it into something. I turned it into just a normal day. I'm not gonna make too many jokes when I start doing a lot of these deep dives into what the meaning of all of this is. I do understand that a lot of this is trauma-based, and I do take that very seriously. I want to investigate. I want to approach this with, you know, I'm ready to learn. I just want to know why these are so, why I've been so like attracted to these TikToks. I just want to get to the bottom of this, and I'm bringing you guys with me. So the first time I ever saw one of these videos on my TikTok For You page, I was immediately hooked, and I went to the account that was uploading them, and I was in, man. When I started to watch them, I found comfort in them as much as I found discomfort in them. The first video I came across, I saw the trigger warning for it, and the feeling that washed over me was fear, obviously, but I pushed through it. Now I know it's not easy for anyone to just push through their anxiety or their fear like that, but I'd like to think we're all capable of it at some point or another. There's always that feeling of like, what the hell am I about to see, and do I know myself well enough that I can handle this? I've always been the kind of person to test myself and like see what I'm made of. So like, if I'm scared to watch something, I'm like, fuck it, put it on. Press play, let's go, let's do it. Let's see, hey Dean, let's see what you got. That's what it is. And after doing my own research, I definitely found the necessity for these trigger warnings. It's because some people can see these images, and it could ignite a memory that is attached to childhood trauma, abuse, or just something horrible that happened. So I'm gonna put a trigger warning right here because I'm gonna show some of the first ones that I saw. Look at all the lonely people. I just ruined a Beatles song for me. Look at all the lonely people. That was actually pretty good. Holy shit. You feel like you don't have control. You feel like you're a child when you're watching these. It just takes you back. Like, it just seems so familiar. And it sucks because like these photographs aren't supposed to be scary. They're not. They can easily not be, but they just are. So that's the first thing I want to talk about, are the plethora of liminal spaces that are shown in these TikToks. A liminal space is basically a place that usually occupies lots of people, but in these photos there are no people in them. There's an eeriness to it, and when seeing these photos, they are quickly followed by the fear of solitude. It's always like a large hallway in a building, or like a deserted lobby of like a mall or a hotel, from like 2002 or some shit. Even the photos of deserted supermarkets with fluorescent lighting, those are the ones that cause the most shivers up the spine for sure for me. It's just hallways, hallways, hallways. Siblings. Sorry, I'll stay on track. Weird streets. There's a lot of repeat offenders when it comes to these pictures. Man, there's that one photo of like, it's taken from inside the school and the school door is like open kinda and you can see it's getting dark outside. Oh yeah, been there. It's so weird. That always happens on like parent-teacher conference nights, or like if there's like a play that takes place after school, maybe even after like a basketball game or something like that. You leave the school and it's late. It feels weird, feels wrong. And those lights are on. Dude, why does every fucking school have like orange lights outside of it? So scary. Warmer or neutral colors like that should kind of calm you down, but they don't. They make you feel so weird, and it's the music's fault. It's all the music's fault. The black clouds and like the outlines of people are there to suggest that people should be there, but you've blocked them out of your memory, or you've made your own memory, and obviously that's based in trauma, and I understand that. Lobbies, arcades, fucking pools, man. Bright colors. Big department store that just has nothing on the shelves. It's going out of business. I remember being a child and just looking at the stairs while I was in the basement. Man, my fucking brother, when him and I used to be playing in our basement, that looked just like this one, and he'd be like, Dean, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then he would start running, and I knew what he was gonna do. He was gonna go up to the top of the stairs and turn off the lights on me in the basement, and I wanted him dead for that. Malls from like 1990 to 2008 were weird. The railings were weird. There was planters that were strange. A lot of colors. There's a lot of malls and shopping concourses around every city that don't get redone. They just kind of leave them for too long, and they still have like outdated designs, and like they don't fix them for a while, and you go in there and you're like, am I in a fucking time machine? What is this shit? It just feels like you've walked like 8 blocks through 1993. I've actually taken a lot of similar photos like this around. I've been walking around the past 2 weeks just looking for examples of this that I could see in my everyday life, and I found some. Check it out. Man, the music. Ding, ding, ding. It's like weirdly like old-timey Victorian Mother Goosery kind of like, you know, little sing-alongs, but they're slowed down, they're edited, they're chopped, and they're so fucking creepy, and it makes them worse. If we were just looking at these photos, yeah, sure, there'd be like a creepiness to them, but we wouldn't feel the constant goosebumps going up and down our neck and arms and back and balls and like imagine you watch Star Wars without the music. You'd be like, and I'm not comparing these TikToks to Star Wars at all. I mean, I like both. I also find that they're very similar to the, I would call them the more saturated versions of these TikToks, which are the when life hits different ones. Now, because these are a little bit more easy to share, we're gonna watch some of the when life hits different ones. Let's see if they ring true. Hey, fucking guy upstairs flushing the toilet. Stop shitting, I'm trying to film. You can't say that to anyone ever. Excuse me, I'm trying to film a video for YouTube. Can you hold the BMs for a couple of hours, please? Let's see if these ring true, you know? When life hits different. Here we go. Yeah, waking up on the first, showering at 3 a.m. But it's only because, like, yeah, if I had that shower, I guess, but like I don't have that shower. Mine's dark. It's in a basement, so it's not that beautiful. It's not like I'm like, oh, life. I'm like, fuck, man. God, I got a shitty apartment. Yeah, waking up on the first day of school that rush, those butterflies. I can't confirm, hits different. First lockdown, dude. First lockdown, yeah, I guess, but like, come on. It was like goddamn 9 months ago. Hanging out with friends. Are we even digging anymore? Like, are we doing, guy, let's do a little more work. Come on, hanging out, yeah, that's fun. Come on. I feel like these TikToks about when life hits different should be like, when something really makes you like present in something, when something really makes you feel present on earth in your life. Like when you're like, wow, I'm really here in my body looking out of my own 2 eyes. I'm nobody else, I'm me. this is happening to me, this is around me, whoa, and I'm experiencing it, and I'm in the moment. That is the, come on, hanging out with friends, just hanging out with friends. Maybe if you were like doing tons of acid with friends, yeah, life hits different there, because you're on psychedelics, Buster. Walking down the street alone in the rain. That just kind of sucks, but okay, whatever. I'm being an asshole, sorry. When it's Christmas Eve outside, sure. When you, oh my god, someone said when you hear this audio, buddy, you really fucking way to phone it in. When you hear this audio, shut up. Life hits pretty different when you got a good amount of disposable income, but if you're just like a regular guy, you don't really experience too many of these moments. Standing on a balcony. A balcony? When's the last time I was on a balcony? When's the last time I took a flight? Like, come on. Finishing a really good movie or TV show. Okay. Fine. You know when I bet life hits different? When you fucking kill somebody. Probably like, I don't know, hunting for your own food and, you know, surviving out in the wilderness. I think that probably hits pretty different. I wouldn't know, but giving somebody else an orgasm, that probably hits pretty different. So yeah, I made some when life hits different TikToks for some regular people.
You won't let go.
Sorry, the reason why I'm smiling is because I just sneezed. Sorry. I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to be funny, but I do like talking about this, so I'm having fun. And if you're still here, thank you. But anyway, I got a lot of this information from Aesthetics Wiki, or Wiki Aesthetics. We're gonna move on to Nostalgiacore. Nostalgiacore is an aesthetic involving nostalgia and achieved internet history. Sorry, achieved or archived? Well, fuck. Well, I read my definition out loud and I don't know what I was trying to fucking say. So, you know what? Achieved or archived internet history. Both of them kind of make sense, I guess, a little bit, and whatever. Anyway, most senses of nostalgia just focus on things from your childhood, whether they're like, you know, like food or like smells, or places, or video games, or television shows, toys, stuff like that. It's also kind of the same for kidcore, which is, it centers around bright colors, icons from like the 90s and early 2000s, like kid themes in general. And oddcore is a very interesting one, or it can be called weirdcore. It's an aesthetic that's based around like just bizarre imagery and like weird objects, and the unnerving feeling that comes with them. They're meant to be disturbing, and they're meant to be like weird and strange, and just they're meant to make you feel just completely off-put, and they're just meant to confuse you. Weird and oddcore also fall into just like the whole like cursed image thing too, like just images that you're supposed to question. And they will never answer your inquiries, because it's the only thing that's fun about this is that it makes your imagination really go. Like, you know, you imagine like who took that photo, why, what was happening, where, whatever, all that stuff. Like sometimes I find it's more interesting to come up with my own interesting conclusion or conspiracy as to why some of these images exist. Traumacore is it's a type of imagery that derives from mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual abuse, just anything like that. And many people do turn to these images to help them cope with the trauma. I'm not gonna bash anybody for doing what they need to do to cope with things. I did learn that the difference between Traumacore and all the other ones that I just mentioned is that Traumacore is more like a type of art and a type of therapy, or even in some cases visual journaling. You know, because everyone has their different ways of coping, and people found that this was a comforting way to go about dealing with their trauma. You know, that's all I ever want is for people to, you know, find healthy ways to cope with their trauma, because no matter what, having trauma sucks. And I respect the people that take that path and try to, you know, do something creative. But yeah, the only problem I've ever had with it is that sometimes people think that it's romanticizing trauma and mental illness. But no matter what, if that's somebody's way of coping, then that's fine. But I will take a quick moment to say that if you or a loved one has been dealing with any trauma, any mental illness, any addiction, below this video I will put a list of resources. I just want to let you know that you are not alone and there's always help available. So there will be a list down below. So after learning about all this stuff and understanding it more, I realized I do want to end this video like I would usually end a video, like on, you know, a normal kind of maybe funny note, I guess. So I've made my own subgenre and I call it Deancore, and I really want this to catch on. So I would like it if you guys could help me out with that. I'm gonna do whatever I can, but Deancore is now a thing. So here it is. Enjoy some Deancore.
Oh, look at all the lonely people. Look at all the lonely people.
I want to thank everybody for watching this video, and I want to thank everybody for sticking around because I know it's a bit of a longer one. I'm really happy that I now feel comfortable making things that I like. I know that people can tell when someone is enjoying what they're doing, and I am enjoying what I'm doing. And thank you for the support, and I will put a list of my socials down below. I'll put links to my podcast down below. I'm still trying my best to upload a video every week, so stay tuned, and I just hope everybody has a good day, a good week, a good month, a good year, and tell your parents you love them, tell your friends you love them, and take care of yourself, everybody. So I'll see you later. Bye.